Oh. This looks so dark. This is How Much Should I Spend?
Where we test a product at various price points to let you know which is the best value for your money. Today, Natalie is joining us on How Much Should I Spend because she is going to be trying out 4 self-tanners for me. We figured it'd be easier for you to tell on her than on me, probably. The self-tanners I have gathered for Natalie are the Jergens Natural Glow Instant Sun, the Bondi Sands Self-Tanning Foam, Loving Tan Deluxe Bronzing Mousse, and the COOLA Sun Care Organic Sunless Tan Firming Lotion. I've never used self-tanners before, but what has your experience been like? What are you looking for today?
What I'm really looking for is a self-tanner that isn't too orange, one that applies evenly and doesn't leave any like weird streaks or anything, and one that's actually gonna last a while. I've never found one that's all around perfect and is gonna hit each one of those things, so hopefully we're gonna find that today. So our first self-tanner we're gonna try out is the Jergens Natural Glow Instant Sun, which retails for $14, which isn't bad. So the directions on this bottle say pump mousse into your hand or mitt and smooth evenly over clean, primed body skin. So I'm pretty sure what primed body skin is referring to is before you self-tan, you want to exfoliate your skin with like a body scrub and then moisturize it entirely because you don't want any dead, dry skin that the tan is going to cling to and give those like patches. Yeah, it smells equal parts like middle school and my mom's bathroom. This is what the Jergens tan looks like fully developed. I wore it for about 6 hours yesterday and then showered it off. The color is my largest concern. I feel like it is coming off a tiny bit orange, but people I've asked have said that it looks natural, so I don't know. It might just be personal preference. So let's see how the Jergens tan holds up for the rest of the week. Okay, so it is the final day of wearing the Jergens self-tan, and this one completely faded on its own. I didn't have to do any extra scrubbing to get it off, so this one was okay. I mean, the color was fine. It just didn't have the staying power that I'm looking for, so I'm excited to try the rest of them, and hopefully they can stand the test of time, unlike this one. Next, we're gonna move on to the Bondi Sands Self-Tanning Foam. I've never used this before, but you can buy it at drugstores like Walgreens. It retails for $24. Sand, Sea and Sun, the enviable Australian image. So I would love to have that, the Australian image. I actually really like how this Bondi Sands turned out. It looks honestly very natural. I really like the color. I liked how it applied. I liked the smell. I liked that it wasn't that sticky, but let's see how it actually looks at the end of the week. It is the morning of the 7th day of wearing the Bondi Sands. I actually just showered and scrubbed it all off. The one thing I would have to say was that my neck got kind of weird. It got kind of like patchy in my neck. So I wanted to get into some natural light so that you guys can see that this Bondi Sands did scrub off just so beautifully. Like, look at that. Like, look at this elbow. There's nothing. Look. Wow. 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 The next self-tanner we're gonna do is this Loving Tan Bronzing Mousse. And this is the one that tons of influencers use, tons of YouTubers use. Everybody loves this one.
Oh,
my God. This looks so dark. Oh, okay. Immediately, I really like the way it looks. The application was great. I feel like it was shocking, like a very shocking dark color going on, but it blended into something that is really nice and like honestly very natural looking. It's the 7th day of wearing the Loving Tan, and I actually just got out of the shower trying to scrub it all off, and this one just was not good. The color was, I don't know, it just clung to patches of my skin in such a weird way. It faded out of my elbow pits so quickly and gave me these weird white elbow pits and dark tops of arms. I just didn't like this one. So our last self-tanner is going to be this COOLA Organic Sunless Tan Express Sculpting Mousse. This is $48, which is very expensive. It has caffeine in it, and it's gonna give me snatched legs or something. I don't really know. What? It's clear? I guess you just put it on and it's gonna develop? I think that the COOLA self-tanner actually applied really nice. I don't see any real streaks. I feel like the color looks good, but it is 2 coats. I feel like it went on as kind of a sheer tint, so I did have to build up the color. But it looks pretty good for now, and we'll see how it lasts throughout the week. Okay, so it is the last day of the COOLA self-tanner, and this one was fine. I mean, it was very similar to the Jergens in that it kind of just gave me like a tan tint. I usually like something a little bit more dramatic, but it was okay. I don't think it did any of that like sculpting, firming stuff that it was claiming to. Maybe if I used it longer, it would start to have those effects, but this one was just okay. So after 4 weeks of wearing these self-tanners, I finally have a winner, and that winner is the Bondi Sands. The Bondi Sands applied so wonderfully. I loved having the guide color so that I could see where I was putting it, and once it developed, it had such a great color. And I honestly think it could have gone past the 1 week mark into maybe like 1.5 to 2 weeks. Ones I've tried in the past have just kind of faded after about a week, but after paying more attention to the lifespan of the tan, I feel like that is a really important thing that goes into deciding what brand of tanner you want to use. I'm so pale.
You're on.
Today's snow is crippling much of the Washington lowlands.